Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest and greatest story by the developers of Counterside. Valentius Monastery, Moonlight. Experiencing strange phenomena? Objects moving on their own? Hearing eerie noises? Well, for those sleepless nights, we've prepared a special exorcism package. The only thing I know about this character is that they seem to be insanely greedy, as that seems to be their personality from the recruitment and click dialogue. Alright. Administration rebuilt city, Arc PW1 outskirts. Oh, looks lovely. No corruption anywhere. I smell something around here. The foul stench of an evil spirit. Found it. I was gonna make a joke about her sucking the evil spirits out of people. Horny nun style, but you know what? The swing! Maybe I changed my mind. This is the last one. I've destroyed the corrupted wedge. Oh. Now, these evil spirits won't trouble you anymore. Welcome back to the outskirts of a city. People begging to be let in. You can rest easy. Thank you, sister. I don't know how I could ever repay you. Generic refugee village resident, dressed in a suit and tie. Alright, bro. I only did what needed to be done. But refusing a token of gratitude wouldn't be polite. Here, this is holy water to cleanse the land of evil spirits. The more you pour into the ground, the harder it will be for them to return. And of course, it's the real deal with the Lord's power. I mean, it's been personally blessed. Yes, you can even drink it for its restorative effects. In fact, it'll help reinvigorate a tired body. I'm trying to remember what the word for holy water is in Japanese. I recall a joke around it, but you know what? Since I can't remember the exact phrasing, I'll just leave. Reinvigorate a tired body, you say? Come to think of it, I have been feeling sluggish lately. The only thing you need to know is that holy water is a double entendre in Japanese. Alright, I'll take 10 bottles. I'll buy some too. How many do you want? I want one as well. Don't push her, crowding her. Enough. How can you be this rude after she resolved the haunting that plagued us for weeks? I apologize for their behavior, sister. Truly, the fact that you came to us must be the Lord's way of watching over us. That's right. It is by His guidance I was led to you. Inside these bottles is holy water imbued with His blessings. And with every generous offering you make, His blessings only grow stronger. What if something like this happens again after she leaves? Maybe we should just get one bottle, just in case? But asking for offerings in exchange for blessings? Isn't that what cults do? Now that I think about it, I haven't received my payment yet for this job. This seems like a fair price. Wait. When we asked for your help, the fee was... Oh, I added a contribution to your offering to the Lord. Money is nothing but a fleeting worry. True blessings come through offerings. Now, instead of taking your offerings, I'll distribute these bottles of holy water to everyone here. You're truly a saint, sister. Yeah, Frank said he heard the evil spirits crying just the other night. If we don't spread the holy water, they might come back. Well, I'm glad you've come to understand the Lord's will. Now, I must go where His grace is needed next. I'm Lucy Ridge, the exorcist nun of the Valentius Monastery. Whenever you face a haunting, you know where to find me. Haunting, so that's what they're calling it these days. Alright, it was too much to turn down. By the way, for those who are curious where this lies in the timeline, we are not looking at the past. This is the start of the story at episode 1. If we go all the way to the end, Moonlight is positioned here, so it's the latest and greatest. In case you were curious. Too much to turn down, you say? An offer I can't refuse? Alright, inside a city, another day, another divine blessing deposited into my account. All those zeros behind the amount of divine blessings you have. Lovely. Report status. Of course you'd check in the second I finish. Report status? Oh, that's far too formal. Mission complete. Mission complete with a smiley face. Oh, okay. All the leftover holy water is taken care of, so I should splurge on a nice hotel tonight. I heard there's a famous one in Warsaw? Yes, Lucia Ridge speaking? Oh, you look so grumpy, puppy. Of course I do. I was just about to relax and then you called. What kind of employee likes a boss who bothers them after hours? Also, I told you before to quit spying on me. That's illegal. You know that, right? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. It's my duty to check in on my subordinates, isn't it? I have no clue what's going on with this outfit. Like, it's a semi-casual shirt and then there's like an apron on it. But the thing with aprons is that aprons are typically there to like keep you from getting like dirt or oil on yourself. So I would expect the apron to go up to cover your chest and not have these giant gaping holes in it. like, you know, you're cooking, you're frying something, you generally wear a shirt, and if you're wearing an apron, you wear like a full body apron. I feel like the weird like waist down aprons don't make too much sense if you're indoors all the time. It maybe makes more sense if you're outdoors all the time. But as I recall, this new Agnes is an operator, so she's not going into the field of battle. Ah, whatever. You literally take secret photos of me in the shower. Oh, that's sus. How is that a duty? It's a crime? Think of it as watching over a reckless child near the water. What do you want? I'll send money tomorrow. Don't tell me you spent all your living expenses again. Tight, but I'll manage. But I have an important job for you and need you to leave right away. Wait, now? But it's so late. It's almost the full moon. That's way too dangerous. Ah, right, the full moon. We could make more money in this one job than selling egg tarts for 5 years, but a full moon is too dangerous. I have no choice but to decline. Is she guilting us into accepting? I'm on my way. And with the extra cash, we can fund more research into your sickness, puppy. I said I'm going. I love the enthusiasm. Get ready to head to Chamber, puppy. Chamber? Do you have any idea how much it costs to get there? That's enough money to live off of for a month. But it's too much to turn down. We'll also need funds to repair the monastery. Unless, of course, you'd rather leave me behind after everything I've done to you. Done for you? I guess you could leave whenever you want. Here we go. Fine, I'm going. I'd better make more holy water. I'll have to hike up my prices to make up for this. Looks like we're going to Chamber, boys. So, following the recent wave of corruption disasters, the price of Eternium surged. Investors moved quickly, but as always, not everyone kept up. Welcome to Chamber, the city of technology in progress. Possibly the most greedy city for Eternium? Who knows? City of technology in progress, huh? Well, you're covering the travel costs, right? Oh, you're getting funnier and funnier. Egg tarts and beer alone aren't enough to cover living expenses anymore. Eternium prices have skyrocketed recently. Oh, tell me about it. Stock market's nothing but red these days. Wouldn't that be green? I guess you're... Wouldn't that be green? If the price of a product is endlessly skyrocketing, people are investing more and more in it, right? Wouldn't it be green? But seriously, you're making me pay for this trip out of pocket? That's it, I'm keeping the entire payout for myself. I swear, I've had enough. Oh, I'm sad to hear that. We're like family, aren't we? Agnes is a terrible person. In fact, most of these nuns are. What could be making you feel so sad? Just tell me about the job. Well, let me give you some information about the client. His name is Ludwig von Herschen. 10 years ago, he was a renowned corruption expert in Cologne. 10 years ago in Cologne. And then one day, he suddenly stopped all his activities and vanished. He only resurfaced recently. And here's something to take note of. Ludwig is the head of a prestigious noble family. That means he's loaded. I can't let this opportunity slip. I'll make enough to coat the entire monastery in gold. And of course, that means unlimited egg tarts. Oh, and you'll look into a cure for my sickness too, right? Right? As long as you take the promised payment securely. But I always tell you, be careful. As always, be careful. People call it a haunting, but at its core, it's a counterside effect. You never know when something unexpected might happen. You're not fooling me this time. You're just trying to get a photo of me looking teary and emotional. You always know when something smells fishy. It's been a while since I last saw that expression. Oh, sent you the meeting location. Take a look. This place is just a rundown cafe nearby. A so-called rich guy wants to meet here. Is this some kind of scam? I thought you were the scam artist. And now you're going to be an expert at getting scammed. So people fear the unseen, the unknown. The Valentius Monastery took advantage of that. They profited by disguising undiscovered counterside effects as hauntings. That's why they call it an exorcism. Oh yeah, we figured that one out. Literally the previous dialogue just told us, yeah, we call it a haunting, but it's actually a counterside effect. You've come a long way. You must be the nun sent from the Valentius Monastery. Yes, my name is Lucia Ridge. You look upset. Is something bothering you? Oh, of course not. Now that I think about it, should this guy have covered my travel expenses too? What's up with this rundown cafe? This is exactly how people ghost you after dodging a payment. Noble with a mansion, huh? What if all his assets have already been seized? Seems my sorrow for not being able to ease your suffering sooner is showing on my face. I'll have to confess my sins today. After all, it would be wrong not to repent for failing to see your pain earlier. It's a bit much. I've been staying at my villa, so I wasn't aware of the situation in town. A villa? Pardon me. How many houses do you own? Oh, I don't know. My financial manager manages all of them. I can ask if you'd like. No need. That's exactly the answer I wanted to hear, brother. Ask the financial manager. You own one house. It's being foreclosed on next week. Let's get to the point. Ancestors have risen from the underground cemetery and are wreaking havoc on my lands. Wait, ancestors rising from the dead? That's an interesting ghost story. Yeah, that's what my estate caretaker reported. Apparently every night strange noises echo from below, and when they go to check they see the ancestors there. I figured it was just work-related stress and gave them some time off, but something about it doesn't sit right with me. Well, Brother Ludwig, you've come to the right place. As a Valentius Monastery, dealing with cases like these is our specialty. Just to be sure, you didn't hire anyone else for this before coming to us, did you? If some random amateurs tried to handle this, the evil spirits could get angry. Well, after some searching, I actually found the Valentius Monastery has the best expertise in matters like these. Who else could I possibly trust with this job if not you? He's really buttering us up. This is only moderately suspicious. Sister Lucia? I'm just a little emotional right now. May I go to the bathroom for a moment? I hit the jackpot this time. Calling me over some half-baked rumors? Does he have so much money he treats this like pest control? Perfect, I'll milk this opportunity for all it's worth. But still, wasn't he supposed to be a corruption expert? If he had just taken a proper look, he would have realized this is a minor corruption disaster. Yeah, maybe he has dementia from corruption syndrome? His mind is slipping, he ended up handing me a job. This is a golden opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime windfall. Though the fact that he seems fine is a little suspicious. Whatever, I'll just find the wedge buried somewhere in that cemetery, get rid of it, and collect my payday. Oh, our dear sister Agnes Abigail, I know you're still watching. I won't let you down. Agnes Abigail is like God, she's always watching. This is my big break. After this, I can finally focus on my sickness research for a while. Let's go find out just how corrupted this place is. So hiding a child wasn't that difficult. No one ever visited the monastery and intruders were easy to deal with. But when the child grew up and said she wanted to leave, I felt a strange sense of loss. Okay. A corpse rising from the dead. You already know this, but when someone dies in a corrupted area, they usually turn into a CO. There are cases where the body retains its form after becoming a CO, but it's pretty rare. Unless necromancy is involved, or an artifact with that power is being used. Or if someone possesses the knowledge of resurrection magic. And of course, there's another possibility you're well aware of. No, that's enough. Point is, there's no actual ghosts or evil spirits. But what if a real ghost shows up? Oh, there's no such thing. He'll just mistake COs for ghosts. It happens all the time. Corruption expert, but he seems to think ghosts are real. Alright. But hey, the more cowards there are, the better it is for me. It just means more profit. Well, an exorcist needs to have that kind of mindset to make a living. Come now. By the way, if ghosts were actually real, there's something I'd like to try. I'd like to get them to cough up whatever treasures they stashed away before they died. I mean, they don't need worldly possessions anymore, do they? Just thinking about it makes my mouth water. What are you doing over there? You said you were going to the bathroom, but it's been an hour? Oh, I just need to check a few things before we headed out. As for the contract, all expenses are covered by the client. That's fine. Compared to calling in a task force, it's a bargain. Right? It's much more profitable, this is an exorcism, so there's no need to call in a task force. Alright, let's get going. The underground crypt is thick with negative energy. If we don't start working during the day, things could get tricky. I brought my car. We'll have a comfortable ride to the estate. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm grateful for your generosity, Brother Ludwig. Everything's fine. Hang on now. Hung up after saying her piece again. Keep telling her to hear people out before interrupting. Ah, well, she's always been hard to handle. Well, let's hope you don't get caught this time either, Lucia. By the way, a lot of people are willing to pay good money for those secret photos of you. I'm just trying to do my part, you know, right? Taking photos of your employees in the shower and selling them, only moderately illegal. Alright, simply put, exorcism is the covert destruction of corrupted wedges. I think we got that. It's like the third time they've said that. Also, what is this weird cost? $4.64? There must be a discount. Oi, I can't replace Lucia Ridge with my own? Oh. It's been a while since they stopped letting you do that. Okay. That's like only old stories usually force you to bring theirs. Alright, well, live. At least we get a free striker, so we can just bring in whoever is the tank. I'm thinking Alex. Alex is usually pretty cheap and efficient. We need some kind of support. It would be the best for just putting out like tons of damage right away. I feel like Laura would be a good choice, but I don't have her leveled. I guess I could do Ludmilla. And then someone who just shoots a whole lot. Let's see. Felix, yeah, we could do Felix. Felix or Mordred is probably fine. Honestly, we may not need a tank, but hey. So, and we should probably put some gear on this. Yeah. Oh, this is a decent place. We made it before nightfall. This estate is massive. Honestly, you could call it a forest. There actually is a forest near the underground cemetery. Be careful not to lose your way. Oh, that's funny. First, I'll check if there's anything around here attracting evil spirits. I can smell something. It's a stench of money or something drawing in evil spirits. Wait, who on earth would do such a thing? Oh, no need to worry. A little holy water and these wicked things will be cleansed in an instant. Of course, the more I use, the more it costs. Oh, don't worry about that. What else does someone like me have, if not money? Perchance, would you consider investing in some companies I suggest? Not that I got stuck with bad stocks or anything. They're just very devoted businesses. Now that we're done cleansing the area, could you lead me to the underground cemetery? Rotting stench. Why does it smell like this? I don't smell anything. It's the stench of evil spirits. A powerful one's taken root in your land. For the smell to be this bad even outside the cemetery. My goodness. The entrance is locked. Oh, this should be easy enough to... Wait! Oh, there is a hidden and dangerous security system? It's a fingerprint scanner. I'll unlock it. You're not doing any B&E today. I nearly cost myself a fortune. You should really mention these things beforehand. Be a little bit more patient, I'd say. Yeah. Please wait here for a moment. We don't know what the evil spirits might do. I'll go in alone. So this is the underground cemetery. It's just a forest. I designed it to be a peaceful resting place for my ancestors. Don't you find it solemn? Creating an environment like this underground only makes it easier for evil spirits to gather, Brother Ludwig. Thanks to you, this place is brimming with wicked energy. I'm gonna need a lot of holy water. If I had more here, the cost will, huh? Oh, there's a wicked presence beyond that area. Oh, is that so interesting? I'd like to see you exorcise an evil spirit firsthand. Absolutely not. Evil spirits are drawn to the weak. You mustn't come inside. Now then, I'll begin the exorcism. So what's her deployment look like? It's a mace. Oh, I was hoping for a battle axe. No audio? That was weird. Did you notice there was no sound effect when she deployed? Like, you can hear the sound effect when these two awakens show up. But she had nothing. I assume that it'll be enabled later in the story. It's turned off for reasons. That attack might have missed just a little bit. Just a little bit. It might be faster just to run Eve. There's no way a corpse could just get up and start moving. I didn't expect the wedge to be this close. Well, it's time to pocket some Eternium. Can you hear me? Have you taken care of the evil spirits? Waiting around was getting frustrating, so I decided to check in. Oh, you made me lose the spirit I almost had. Your rash decision nearly got me killed. Exorcism requires absolute focus. Thanks to you, I just got jinxed. My apologies, I didn't realize it was such a dangerous task. What an awful day. Because of you, I now have extra work to clean up. From now on, don't contact me until I reach out first. Understood? Understood. Can I ask one thing? Yeah. Why did the evil spirits appear in the first place? I'll need to investigate to be sure. But cemeteries are naturally filled with negative energy, and you kept doing things that attract evil spirits, so... I was just maintaining the cemetery as usual. It's fine. Luckily for you, I know exactly how to handle cemetery upkeep. You contact the monastery, they'll give you the details on our lecture fees. You can discuss it after I'm done with the exorcism. Alright, I'll have my secretary reach out. I'll do my best to ensure your ancestors can rest in peace then. By the way, were they buried with any jewelry? They were, but why do you ask? Some evil spirits are drawn to wealth. I'll need to remove any tempting items. Don't mind me, just doing some grave robbing. It's all for the greater good, I assure you. Do as you must, and thank you very much. Got myself a jackpot. Dear ancestors of my client, I'm so sorry, but I have to make a living too. It's nothing personal, so just quietly hand over your expensive treasures. Another CO? Another CO. Well, everyone has a plan. And this expert in corruption who's seemingly forgotten what corruption looks like. Guess we'll see. You think multiple corrupted wedges have formed in the underground cemetery? Yeah, COs just keep showing up, man. It seems like another wedge appeared. Isn't this out of your hands, puppy? True, I was kind of thinking the same thing, but if I factor in the cost of my flight, I'm at a loss. I need to squeeze more out of this to break even. But it's too dangerous. You're an exorcist, not a corruption disaster specialist. I know that. The pay this time's really good. This is my chance to milk it even more. The corrupted wedge didn't seem like it had been here for long. Maybe the others are in a similar state? No. Come back. I'll bake you more egg tarts, alright? There it is, the look like you've lost everything. But money, it's more money. That's how business works. Sometimes you take a loss. Can't expect to always come out on top. Well, that's where you're wrong. When you run a business, profit always comes first. So you have to figure out how to maximize your gains. Honestly, you have zero business sense. I don't need business sense. I've managed to take care of you just fine, haven't I? That's because you're grounded in the monastery and need someone to go out and work for you. Anything? I grew up great considering my circumstances. So in conclusion, I raised you well? Hold on. This smell. Another stench? No, it's different. Blood? It's thick. It's thick. Really thick. There might be an injured person inside. Are you really gonna go rescue them? That's not like you. Oh, of course I am. Right now, everything I find in this estate is money. Human life can turn quite the profit. Can't argue with that. If it looks like a loss, you're getting out of there immediately, right? Of course, the word loss isn't in my dictionary. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna make a killing this arc. Now, before you get beat up, we're fighting some COs. That's one of the sniper COs, right? Yeah. They always look weird because I mistake where their head is. They're like golems with like the sunken in head and no, like a hole for a head instead of but like one of their shoulders also looks like a head. It's confusing to me. She's 75 instead of 70 now. I wonder who the highest damage output tank is. Ecclesia is probably pretty good at that. Do you think it's faster to just run out like Seo Yoon or... Could try that, see if it's faster. I would also just do double time because these fights are really simple. Found it. Person was already dead. Oh, looks like multiple slash wounds. Was this done by a CO? How about retrieving the body and getting out of there? Nothing good comes from staying in a corrupted area for too long. You burn through CRF fast, puppy. Oh, this much is nothing. You know Eternium prices have skyrocketed lately, right? Think about how much it'll cost to recharge your CRF. Fine, I'll leave. And I can't find my way out. Normally, I rely on the scent of the wind to track my path. That's odd. I can't pinpoint your location either. Feels like space itself is distorting. Oh, well, no choice then. I'll ask the client to call a rescue team. Might as well hunt some COs while I wait. Preferably ones covered with Eternium. You sell it all once you recharge your CRF? Hold on. I hear something. The nun. What's a nun doing here? Holy Curia? What's the Holy Curia doing here? Wait, that nun's holding a book. That book reeks of CO. Wait, the book itself has that stench? There's plenty of things about the Counterside even the society doesn't know. That book might be controlling her? Could be the cause of all this. The nun isn't normal either. I smell blood, a lot of it. I'll check this out. Investigation time, alright. Excuse me, sister. I'm Lucia Ridge from the Valentius Monastery? No response, eh? I followed the blood scent and found you. Theo's in the cemetery. Are you the one who let them loose? She's shocked. Not going to answer? Did you at least see the dead body back there? No response. Still nothing. What's your affiliation in the Holy Curia? You look like an apprentice. Is this how your seniors taught you? He looks angry now. Ooh, and takes a swing at us. Did a CO's arm just pop out from that book? So you're behind the mess in the cemetery. No need to answer. I'll beat the truth out of you. Nice and easy.
새로운 본계점이군요.
It's a very impressive animation, but then there's literally no audio. It feels weird. I was wondering if it was there because they hadn't had any dialogue yet, right? Like, I think they're Korean. There was no Korean voice for one of her lines. I was kind of surprised. I should probably put the. They'll probably put out our actual DPS at some point. Oh, this is survival. Oh, stagger should make this easy to survive. That alt stagger is pretty hard, so take it. Damn it, that little thing's a pain to catch. You think I'll just give up? You know how strict the ID checks are in Chamber? I had to pay a fortune just to get a fake identity. If I go back empty-handed, I'm gonna be sick over this for days. Got you at last. Get rid of these COs. Actually, no, leave them as they are. I need to extract the Eternium and make up for my losses. Huh? Wasn't me. What? Then who else could have? How dare you act so shameless? Aren't you the one luring COs here? What? Why would I do that? Then what's with that delicious smell coming off you? Everything was fine until you showed up. And suddenly COs started appearing left and right. You're spreading some kind of scent to attract COs, you devil! What are you even talking about? I shower every day. If anyone knows how I smell, it's me. Whatever, you're the one reeking of something delicious. This is on you! See? They're all coming straight for you! You must be behind what's happening in this mansion. I'll get to the bottom of this. What are you even trying to figure out? I just got here today, lady! I'm just an ordinary person doing my job. I don't have time for this. Stop bothering me and go away. Just sever her arm from the book and smash it. Something feels off. I'm getting tired faster than usual. And that pervy nun thinks I'm some kind of con now? I'm just here to do my job. Oh, she better hope I don't catch her. I'll be taking that book and everything else that looks valuable. Another CO? Wait, do I really smell like something they'd want? Don't they attack anyone who has fate? So if they're not attacking you, presumably you don't have... Presumably you lack much of an existence? Alright. So, a heightened sense of smell sometimes picks up scents that others can't detect. Asphalt, blood, corruption rays, even the lingering scent of the past. Didn't expect a place like this inside the cemetery. Oh, it looks like it connects to the mansion's underground. How are you holding up, puppy? Still going strong. The blood scent still leads this way. Are you gonna keep following it? Not sure. I know in my head I should turn back, but... Something's bothering you, isn't it? Yeah, that rotting stench I smelled at the entrance to the cemetery. It wasn't the first time I smelled it. It wasn't the scent of an evil spirit or a CO. A disaster alert from the administration. Do not look at the sky. It was the scent of hell. I don't know why that nun is here, but she's definitely connected to that. I was wondering why the girl who foams at the mouth over a small loss was suddenly acting different. You should have said something earlier. It's not like I'd refuse. Still debating it. Do I turn back? Do I see this through? At the very least, I need to confirm whether that nun is involved. And after that, I take everything I can. That book looks like it could fetch a very high price. Smells like COs. Why would you want it? I've been waiting. Hope you have good news. Unfortunately, there's a troublesome one left. While chasing the evil spirit, I found a dead body. Wait, a body? I made sure everyone evacuated. I wouldn't know why. What matters is the evil spirit possessed some nun. I did warn you amateurs could end up getting possessed. Wait, a nun? I never called for a nun. Then she's trespassing? That would be accurate. I won't allow my ancestors' land to be desecrated any further. No matter what it takes, I want that evil spirit eliminated. No matter what it takes. Her safety is of no concern to me. How dare she enter my land uninvited? Exorcising a possessed person is a bit tricky. There will be an additional fee, is that fine? Chump change for me. Hurry. Yes, sir. A long-held wish is like a massive maw. It devours everything that comes towards it. Another defensive battle, it looks like. I still can't field my own Lucia Ridge. I'll keep my... yeah, I'll keep damage reduction. That seems fine. Why did they build so many underground structures here? It's like the whole place is one big secret passageway. Brother Ludwig, the underground is one of the most evil, spiritually charged places I've ever seen. Building facilities here naturally attract evil spirits. I highly recommend scheduling regular exorcism rituals through the monastery. I didn't realize the estate had so many problems. It's understandable, that's why I'm here to help after all. Of course, it's not free. Nothing ever. Hold on a moment. Wait, what are you doing? Setting up a warding circle. Works like a security alarm. Wait, can nuns do things like that? Fascinating. How does it work? It's a secret of the monastery. If you have any further questions, please contact the Valencia's Monastery. The scent seems to be leading this way. Now that I think about it, you mentioned smelling something foul earlier. Interesting. Is that your ability? Calling it an ability? It's a bit much. Think of it as an after effect of my sickness. Sickness? How interesting. You can smell evil, but it also costs a small fortune to cure. Oh, there's a door here. It looks expensive. Does it lead to the mansion? It does. That means the intruders already made their way inside. How dare she, my ancestors' legacy. Calm down, it's not good for your health. In times like these, I recommend a sip of our monastery's special holy water. Dude, the scams never stop. So much snake oil. Oh, it'll lighten your body and refresh your spirit. Strangely enough, it tastes like an energy drink, but it is quite invigorating. We've rebottled Gatorade. We've rebottled the white Gatorade? Well, something like that. Alright, opening the door. What's this? Why does it smell like rot? Look at the moon. Corruption alert lifted. Open the door and step outside. Look at the sky. Now. My body, it's burning. What's happening? Lucia! Lucia!
새로운 분기점이군요.
Alright. Lucia going berserk. Let's go.
성급하지 않아도 이길 수 있습니다.
I feel like there should be a roar there. There should be a smash, a sound effect, and then probably a roar, but there isn't. Well, if our base isn't dying, you know, no rush. It is a survival mission after all.
예상대로군요.
Yeah, I'm surprised they made her only hit one person. Like, it's gotta be some insane damage if it's a melee unit that only hits one person. That's a cool ult. The sound effect was also missing from that. I think that is part of the story mission, though. It's not like, a bug. They've done that for a couple people. Just, like, disabled their sound effects till, the right moment. Oh, are you alright? Yes, hearing your voice instantly cooled me down. I meant that in a good way, don't take it the wrong way. My body finally stopped burning up. My CRF is draining way faster than usual. What exactly happened while I was out of it? You suddenly charged straight at the COs? Kept mumbling about how your blood was boiling? Are you sure an evil spirit didn't possess you? Oh no, that's not possible. My body doesn't let things like that in. Anyway, this looks like the mansion's entrance. I would just like to point out, in yellow, Ludwig's dialogue, you suddenly charge straight at the COs? He's not surprised, he knows they're COs. Yeah, looks like this is the mansion entrance. Every facility in the estate connects to the mansion. The stench hit you the second you open the door. Then the evil spirit's here. Alright, let's take a look around. He already knows it's a CO. Close. Is this where the evil spirit's hiding? Something worse. The smell of jewelry left to rot. How long has it been locked away, weeping in despair? Stay focused. Shouldn't a nun be free of greed? You don't exactly look like you're in top shape. Why does money even matter now? Oh, I got a rare sickness where seeing money instantly cures me? What's the passage to save? Is that her next line? Oh, no, never mind. Okay, she just starts laughing. Not a bad haul, but like I said, evil spirits are naturally drawn to wealth. Wait, what's that? There's another body here, what the heck? Wait, this can't be? I thought everyone was evacuated. Something's odd about this one. Overgrown fur, unnaturally long fangs, elongated claws. This isn't a normal human corpse. It's a corpse of a beast. I know it's probably referring to like Beastkin, but I find it would be really funny if you're like, oh, I found another body. He's like, no way. And then you're like looking at it and you're like, like fangs, claws, fur covering the body. Oh, this is a dog. Like, can you just imagine that? Like, you're like, oh my god, I found another dead person. And they're like, oh man, that's awful. Are you alright? And you're like, you spend like 2 minutes diagnosing it, and then you're like, oh wait, it's not a person. It's like a dead mouse or something. And you're just like, oh, wait, what? How did you confuse these things? Alright. A searing pain like my blood was boiling. Rage. The instinct to destroy everything awakened. I laughed through my tears, but the freedom was exhilarating but also terrifying. And then we also changed her hair color because with a red tint, it wouldn't look very purple. So we made it what looks like a white tinted red. White or gray tinted red in the attic. I wonder if white would have looked better on her. Probably not, she's wearing a lot of white. Maybe that's why they went with it. I think they would have needed to pick a different white for her hair than the white for her outfit. Corpse is completely drained of blood. It doesn't seem like it's been dead for long. Brother Ludwig? Connection's been cut. Damn it, do I turn back? But I can't ignore the body. A chimera from the Northern Union? I heard rumors Chamber was helping with their research. Even if that's true, why in a noble's mansion? Could just be this is a research lab and you haven't found the entrance yet. You only call when you need something. Pretty sure I didn't raise you to be so rude. Raise me. Oh, more like spent all your time taking pictures of me. There was a case of the madness here. Wait, madness? Are you talking about yourself? Maybe it's the full moon? That would make sense. But it usually makes you a little more on edge. You've never lost control like this before. Yeah, it felt strange. Even 10 years ago on that night, I stayed completely sane. That was a long time ago. But now, all of a sudden, I snap? Let's wrap this up before it happens again. Did you find the nun? She's nowhere to be found, but the smell of blood lingers. I don't know what to do. Is it because there's no money on the line? You're relying on me a lot more than usual today, puppy. Oh, you're the society's dean of religion. You probably know more than I do, so I figured you'd make the smarter call. Well, it's time you started making decisions for yourself. Is this what it feels like to watch a baby bird leave the nest? I'm just kidding, just kidding. Well, first I need to find that nun. She knows something. I can tell. Maybe she knows something about the sickness. Exactly, that's what I've been thinking. You sus. I mean, earning money in the first place was all for that, wasn't it, right? Then you'd best get it done before your client catches on. Yeah, I plan to. Okay. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask, do I smell? Like, do I reek of sweat or smell like a wet dog? Oh, sorry, that was just so out of nowhere. And here I thought you grew up into a complete money grubbing cynic. Guess there's still some cuteness left in you, puppy. I'm being serious. That nun said I smelled delicious. Like, so good it was attracting COs? I bathe daily. There's no way it's me, right? Puppy, you'll never know the truth unless you check for yourself. A true exorcist must have the eyes to see the truth. Just tell me if I smell or not, please. Who knows? Who knows? Rule number 1 to avoid scams. Question everything. I mean, you didn't really question this rich guy, but okay. Phone scams. Oh boy, my favorite. I feel like I get at least one phone scam a week. Alright. You can expand this list by helping. Who do we want to bring today? Eve's pretty good. I wonder if we could do faster. If we did like Yang Harim, would that be better or worse? I have no clue. Well, there's probably someone who's also like... Wait, Vivian is Striker, Sniper, Sniper. Would that be better? Striker, Tank, Sniper, Sniper. Could that be better? Maybe. Ashe's tank support, that wouldn't help us. He's just DPS. Actually, we're not losing the tank. We could try that. Striker. Ranger support? Oh, we could try that. That might work. Yeah, I like that. Let's try this instead. With Kim Hana. See how this goes. Well, let's try to use Lucy as a tank. Oh look, a lab. Wasn't expecting one of those now, were we? A lab, and there's a door leading further in. Didn't I predict this like 3 scenes ago? And it's locked. Your client takes security pretty seriously. Then again, even I forget to lock the oven sometimes, and you? Why are we talking about that now? Well, it just popped into my head when I heard the word security. You think that nun went inside? The blood scent stops here. Not sure how she did it, but she got the door open. Faint, but it's still seeping through the cracks. Well, the deeper we go, the more interesting this place gets. Feels like the mansion was designed to keep intruders out. I'm still trying to figure out how the dean of religion in the society would ever be broke. But here we are. Not just for show. So there's something inside they don't want anyone to see. Only one way to find out. Why don't you ask the client? I lost contact with him earlier. Tried reaching out, but I got nothing. Sorry for calling first. You suddenly went silent and... Oh, I thought something happened to you. Had me sweating over whether I'd ever get my payment. Oh, no problems on this end. Been drinking holy water regularly. Seems to be keeping evil spirits away. Great to hear. Make sure you save the empty bottles and show them to me later, okay? Anyway, we got a bit of a situation here. How much does she charge for the holy water? Like 50 bucks a bottle or something? They've gotten deeper inside. The blood scent leads further into the mansion. That area contains the culmination of my life's research. Could the evil spirits be after? You sure think highly of yourself. Evil spirits don't give a crap about research papers. Anyway, tell me how to open the door. Oh, simple. Register your blood sample. Wait, excuse me? My blood? Is there a more accurate and foolproof method than that? Blood is a powerful catalyst. It attracts evil spirits. Are we really doing this? It's just for registration, nothing more. Guy totally isn't sus. Fine. You'll delete my data when this is over, right? Blood sample registered. This feels wrong. I don't have time to... Initiating factor extraction protocol. Factor extraction? COs? Did they hear that noise? Damn it, now of all times. Into a fight we go. If this place is that corrupted, maybe you could just... maybe you could just lie about when the COs destroyed the door. Like, there's so many corruption issues in this building. Just say like, oh yeah, they destroyed the door. Smash! Oh man, it's really dangerous. Surely the cameras aren't functioning, right? Oh shit, she died fast. The heck? I guess this sniper is much deadlier than the previous ones. We might have to actually run a tank. Yeah, she took like half her health and damage from that. If another one spawns, she's in trouble. Speak of the devil. Can we counter his special with this? There we go. He died before the special went out because she didn't use her counter. I was planning to use the ability counter Eva had to eat the sniper special. Registration complete. Have a wonderful day. Wonderful day. My foot. Just open the door. Authentication confirmed. Making a living is way too much work. Hello, Brother Ludwig? Great, radio silence again. I get the mansion is huge, but this is ridiculous. Stench of corruption is so thick in here. What kind of experiments were they running? First they take my blood, and now this? Would the nun and my client be working together? Lure me deep inside, bam, harvest my organs. I did hear counter organs sell for a fortune, right? Well, might as well check further inside. If he really was some big shot corruption expert, he might have data on my sickness. Hey, if I find something valuable, no harm in taking a bonus. The blood scent leads this way? Well, at least we have a trail to follow. Getting railroaded into more and more dangerous areas. Rabies affects all mammals, including humans, causing aggression, an intense fear of water, and an aversion to light. In the past, people believed those infected were cursed and turned into monsters. So your argument is that werewolves are people who once had rabies? Alright. $20 out of 50. We're 2/5 of the way through the story. Now, into a forest? Can rich people really afford to have forests inside their mansions? No, Lucia, I think... This is the stench of corruption. Happens to intruders who sneak into an estate. They wander the forest for the rest of their lives until they die. Where's young Lucia? And how can we make them wander the forest? First, you create an environment that lets corruption seep in. Then you spread eerie rumors and ominous signs, and boom, complete. Good job. Have an egg tart. So the corruption seeped into the estate, but how? Looks like you reached the core of the mansion. Brother Ludwig, how did you manage to contact me? Oh, this area used to be my personal research lab. Since I studied corruption raids, I had no choice but to set up a communication system suited for that environment. And, well, it's also the reason I developed corruption syndrome. Yeah, figure. Staying okay in this mess would be weirder. Our monastery also runs a hospice ward, by the way. Are you interested? Maybe someday, not now. Could it be that the caretakers were hallucinating from corruption syndrome? Possibly. But I have an obligation to assess all potential threats to the estate. That's why I hired you, a professional. And since you're also exposed to corruption rays, let me ask, since entering that space, have you felt dizzy? Feverish? No? Corruption rays in that area. They alter the human body. The pupils constrict. Fur and nails grow unnaturally long. Those who lose their minds fear water and become weak to light. The worst part, they suffer unbearable pain, as if their blood is boiling until they go completely insane. Yeah, I don't have time for this. There's still a possessed nun wandering around somewhere. Oh, the corruption rays I studied here are a little bit different. That's why I need to check your sickness. Have you heard of the aberrant counterside effect that was first observed 10 years ago? Like, I feel like I should smash this guy's face in with this big-ass hammer I have. Well, I'm an exorcist. I don't have a PhD in corruption. Are you just frustrated? You have no one to nerd out with? I'll gladly listen to all your findings later. Of course, it's not free. I see. I suppose being cooped up has given me some bad habits. Well, staying locked inside all the time does mess with your head. That's exactly the kind of person evil spirits love to target. So, yeah, we'll have to, give you an extra helping of holy water to fix that. In the end, my mansion being haunted is a result of my own choices. In the end, the mansion being a corruption disaster area is a result of you intentionally making it a corruption disaster area. I see. Pretty much, hey, don't beat yourself up over it. Our monastery offers rehabilitation courses for people just like you. And since you're my VIP client, I'll even give you a discount. A discount? Full 10% off? Practically taking a loss here, but for you, I'll make an exception. 10% you say? Well, first you'll have to survive and finish the job. And hurry, I won't accept any more casualties. Thought there weren't any other people in here. In we go. And as you live, you'll realize that some things, well, they matter more than money. Like your life? Back inside the mansion? Place makes no sense. I regret dragging you into this. Your job was just to exorcise evil spirits. Maybe it's best if you leave. Oh, now? After all this? I mean, if it's just one spirit, I can probably handle it myself. I'll make sure you're properly compensated. Flashback to literally the previous scene about how the corruption race he studies are different and he needs to check your sickness. Have you heard of the aberrant counterside effect that was first observed 10 years ago? Yeah, we just read this scene. Like they expected me to take a break here. They're like, oh, he's been playing about an hour. Time to stop. Time to stop and tell him, hey, we need a flashback. I kind of would prefer... I mean, that's not the worst timing. I wonder if they... I wonder if when they're crafting these stories, because they've crafted a lot of them, if they intentionally go and say like, okay, we estimate when people are playing story, they play X hours. Therefore, a refresh would be good around here. Or if they just do it internally, like they say, okay, we do an hour internally, so we'll do flashbacks there. Or, because like I would have thought that each act would be like the spacing for when you expect people to take a break, you know, play next day. They probably have an estimated playtime though, like based on how long someone's connected on their phone or whatever. Even if it's just one evil spirit, that doesn't mean it's not dangerous. Especially in an environment filled with corruption rays. Who knows what could happen? Oh, and this is how he's gonna try and cut my pay, maybe? Not a chance. I'm sweeping every last speck of dust out of this place. Ah, fair point. The blood scent is strongest around here. It couldn't have gone far. I'm counting on you. I have some matters to attend to. Let me know if anything important happens. Another lab. Why does one person need this many labs? As long as I catch that nun, it's none of my business. But at this point, I think I'm sniffing out more money than blood. The sus nun. I followed the scent of something delicious, but as expected, it's you, junk food. How about you just surrender? Or better yet, hand over that book. Oh, finally dropping the act? Well, you greedy, heretical junk food. Okay, I'll take the first two, but junk food? Junk food? Stay back if you get any closer. I won't be able to stop myself. Why are you blushing and running away? Hey, hey. Where did she go? This corruption stench. My vision's blurry, but my sense of smell is going into overdrive. Vector extraction complete. Activating facility system. Now what? Huh? Is that the replacers? Wait, how did something that big get into the mansion? The corruption rays are intensifying. Smash it! Kill it with fire! Flashbacks. This place? Is this Cologne from 10 years ago? But why? How much money does this asshole have? Alright. Act 3. Counterside effects manifest emotions buried in human instincts. Some have learned to manipulate the corruption rays, crafting their own realities, their own personal realities. Goddamn, this guy. Okay, so last time they were running snipers to one-shot. They don't have snipers this time. Might actually be able to use Lucia as a frontline. Maybe. I don't know if sniper is actually a good call here, but I guess we can run some like fun snipers. That might work. Can you run Eugen? Could we run Eugen? I don't even think Eugen's good in PvE though, so maybe not. Maybe not. Like, there is such a thing as too ambitious. Right. Demonic screeching. Oh, this stench is disgusting. Compared to this, the cemetery was nothing. The corruption rays can create something like this? But how? Damn it, he was answering just fine earlier. My jackpot's actually useless when I need him. I need him. Okay. My body is burning up again. Calm down, Lucia. Get it together. Just get through the job and then the money. All the money I want. Okay, smelling money is enough to get me moving. Is she like literally just opening her wallet and taking a sniff? I lost the nun in the end. She's definitely nearby. If I just focused a little bit. Yo. An ambush? Smells good. What did you just say? Your arm has such a delicious scent. Oh, so that's where you disappeared to. Not only did you cut my arm, but you're calling it delicious. Does this blood look appetizing to you? Yes. So sweet. Such an intoxicating smell. It's driving me mad. Blood. Give me blood. I need your sweet blood. Someone just bashed the lolly. The heck? Alright, one corrupted wedge. One legendary sniper. I realize now there are like 20 tanks and we brought 2 snipers. No comment. We brought a ranger at least. You brought 1. I feel like Gaon's gonna put out. Ooh, shoot, we're in danger. We're in danger. No audio, feels weird, man. Oh, look. Strikers. Okay, it's just what we're looking for. Strikers. We can take on strikers. Problem. Thanks for the drink, my dude. Let's enjoy it. My goodest of sirs, how's it going? We're just chilling it, relaxing. Enjoying the new story. Try the refugee center if you want blood. They give it away for free. For me, I'm expensive. You got any idea how much I charge per hour? Blood. So hungry. No blood. Blood. And I'm in pain. This burns, you know. Hot blood. It burns my mouth, but it tastes so good. Would you listen when I'm talking? Ow. Did I pass out? Dude, sever her arm from this book. The book smells like it's corrupted. Steal the book. If you must. But seriously, like, take it away. Huh? My Gothia! Where's Gatia? Oh, it's Gatia. Sorry, my Gatia. I read that wrong the first time. Where's my Gatia? Oh, so this book's called Gatia. Well, thanks for the info. I'll put it to good use. Surely I would know the names. Wait, let me double check this. Let me definitely double check that. He is. Oh, let's see. I was gonna say, yeah. This is the Book of Demons, right? Ars Goetia, the Book of Demons. Surely I would know the name of this book. Surely I would know how to pronounce the name of a legendary book about demons. An exorcist story. Nun kind of cute though. Kind of, yeah. The fact that she spent like the first 5 minutes of the story completely unresponsive and just staring at you is kind of creepy though. Like you're just sitting there asking your questions while she stares at you unresponsive. It's kind of weird. Like, give it back! Oh no. In this world, the winner takes all. A book that spits out COs. Bet I could sell this for a fortune. My bad. I was drooling a bit. You food waste. Food waste, why you little... I can't sleep without that book. Aren't you a little old to be clinging to a security blanket? I guess this is your chance to learn to sleep without it. Lucky you. Yeah. I feel like Lucia is not the kind of person to make rational arguments and things, but I will say, yeah, I don't think the nun deserves that book, considering she attacks people using the book that summons COs at random. That's not the point, give it back. She's also trespassing on some other dude's property, but we're ignoring that part because I don't know how she got to be here or why she's here. And why would I do that? Give it back. You're awful. You're a devil. Oh, I bust my butt for money and you broke in uninvited. Which of us sounds more like a devil? Obviously you. You're a heretic, a con who scams people for money. Yeah, but we're actually providing the... Yeah, we actually... You know, I would say she's a scam artist, but at least when she gets hired, she's actually doing the job she's hired to do. Oh, you catch on quick for a kid. Hey, wait, that aside, don't you think something's off? Off is your obsession with money. Don't try to change the subject. That's what I mean, this mansion. That abomination in there, does that look like something that belongs in an ordinary house? Well... Wait, aren't you the owner of this mansion? How many times do you have to say it? I was hired to come here? I'm telling you, something's off about the owner. Didn't anything seem weird on your way in? I mean, I already knew the place was suspicious, so like... can we just work together for once? Don't give her the book back. It's so good, I can't even think of grape juice. Comparing blood to grape juice? Grape juice is delicious. Man, now that I think about it, when was the last time I had some proper grape juice? Oh, that shit's expensive, I should buy some. How much is it for like a liter of grape juice? It's like $6 or something, right? It's super expensive. Go for a glass of Welch's though, that'd be nice. I understand now. You're planning to capture me and sell me off for money, aren't you? Yeah, I'm gonna turn you in and cash you out. I'm Lucia Ridge, exorcist nun of the monastery. Call me Katharina. Katharina. Can't just be Katarina, has to be Katharina. Got it, Katharina. So, what exactly did you come here to steal? I'm not a thief. I came here to break a curse. A curse? That's you people's specialty, isn't it? I heard rumors the place was researching the curse. Couldn't help but sit around waiting for the Holy Curie to help, so I had no choice but to act on my own. So you broke into someone's mansion instead. I didn't do anything bad. You were planning to snatch someone's hard-earned research, though? Well, that's none of my business. Huh? I just exorcise evil spirits and get paid for it. Whether my client's research gets stolen or not, not my problem. Yeah, about earlier, what was that about? Did your body suddenly feel like it was burning up? No, my body wasn't hot. I just crave other people's blood. Desperately. That's the curse. Oh, I'm an apprentice nun under the Holy Curious Religious Order. Like I said, I joined it to break the curse, but didn't find a way to quench your thirst, did you? Suppressing my urges and praying wasn't enough to get rid of my thirst. $14 for 2 count 96 fluid ounces or 192 fluid ounces. Yeah, that shit's expensive, man. Oh well, could be worse. The closest I had recently was berry pomegranate. I do like pomegranate grape, but it's not quite straight grape juice. Maybe Monday, we'll see. Then one day I caught the scent of thick metallic blood from this place. You waltzed right in without thinking. It just happened to be around the same time you showed up. Junk food. Have you ever lost control here? Yep. Sudden uncontrollable madness. One of the symptoms of this stupid sickness I picked up. And right now this mansion's showing me exactly when and where I got it. Oh, this city? What happened back then? A lot of people looked up at the moon, lost their minds, and turned into monsters. People call it an urban legend, but it really happened. 10 years ago in Cologne, the red moon rose. The red moon? That means... Huh? Where the hell did that bullet come from? Wait, stay with me, hey! Impressive, you make an excellent hunting dog. Oh look, it's the suspicious guy. Was anyone surprised? I thought I was used to the smell of blood, but when the girl before me collapsed bleeding out, I realized I wasn't. What are you doing here? Ludwig. Ah, this is my mansion. A nun possessed by an evil spirit. Dreadful sight. It seemed you were struggling with the exorcism, so I took the liberty of finishing the job. Bastard. What are you mad about? Weren't you the one who said the nun was possessed? As the owner of this estate, I couldn't stand by and watch. But you have corruption syndrome? Wait, did you really think I was just waiting for you outside? You had no problem wandering through my mansion using exorcism as a curse? I simply decided you crossed the line. Oh, fine. I'll admit that was a mistake on my part. But then, why is there an abomination here? And why is there also a city inside the mansion? Asking about a client's private affairs. That wasn't part of our contract. I'll cut the crap and talk. It's all thanks to you. What? You mean you used my blood? Correct. The refractor in your blood has an exceptionally high manifestation rate. Thanks to that, I succeeded in recreating the aberrant counterside effect I wanted to study. And then the corpse I found earlier? Yes, one of my test subjects. A worthless failure I disposed of. Why would you even want to research something like the aberrant counterside effect? Aren't you working with the Northern Union? Did they promise you a fortune beyond your wildest dreams? Unlike you, I'm not obsessed with money. Naturally, I rejected their proposal. Their chimeras are impressive, but not aligned with my goals. Then why? I wanted to conquer the corruption. After all, I suffer from corruption syndrome myself. And how does this help with that? Oh, impatient, are we? Ideally, I sit down for a cup of tea with you and discuss everything at a leisurely pace. But I don't have the time for that luxury. Well then, stop wasting time and talk already. As you know, corruption syndrome is incurable. There was a time when I lost all motivation and simply waited for death. And then one day, a light of salvation shone upon me. The legendary potion, the elixir. Okay. I guess he's going with the elixir of life. Alright. So my colleagues and I studied corruption, convinced humanity would one day conquer it, but then after 10, 20 years, all I had left was a failing body and research that led nowhere. And that's when I made a deal with the devil. Alright? Which devil? There's so many of them. Isn't that the elixir? You seem to recognize it. I've only heard rumors. The elixir is said to grant ordinary people power comparable to counters, but it supposedly comes with severe side effects. Oh, this elixir. This is the elixir of the replacers, right? Yeah, it's gonna kill you. Not to mention the formula is strictly controlled by the administration. I don't know who you are, but the elixir itself is illegal. That's not something you need to worry about. After all, I made these myself. Wait, just because you made it doesn't make it legal. I must say I sympathize with what you've been through, Dr. Ludwig. Found your research on corruption quite fascinating. Consider this my way of returning the favor. Why are you doing this? I already told you, I'm impressed by your research. This is my way of showing appreciation. Your last paper in particular left quite an impression. Genetic alterations from the aberrant counterside effect and the potential of latent factors. Ah, failure released into the world incomplete. I'll pretend you never showed me the elixirs, though. As it happens, I have keen interest in both corruption and genetic engineering. Would you be willing to share the details about your research? I'll decline. I've already retired from academia. I'm just waiting for my time to run out. That's a shame. You of all people could rise above failure and open new doors for humanity. Flattering, but far too late for that. The elixir I sent will slow down your corruption. I'll make sure you receive it regularly. I'll sponsor you, Dr. Ludwig. Why go this far to use me? Don't you want to see the end of the research you never got to complete? Wouldn't it be better to overcome corruption than to die a meaningless death? Is this the professor? Who is selling him this? You're right. I wanted to live and finish my research. Good, now you're embracing your true desires. As a reward, I'll share mine as well. This is a monster I wish to capture. That's why I'm investing in you. A monster? A beast so terrifying I can't even face it as I am now. Perhaps we'll make excellent partners. Are you out of your mind? It was a mutually beneficial arrangement, not so different from what you've been doing. Don't be ridiculous. Haven't you been conning people to make money? I did the same. If it meant overcoming the corruption, I'd do anything. When the last failure begged for mercy, fury overtook me. I threw him into the chamber where the other families awaited. They, now COs, reached out to the trembling failure, drawn to his possibilities that they lack. You're completely insane. Why are you worked up now? Getting involved doesn't benefit you in any way. I need a reason. Your arm? Apologies for the deception. I never had corruption syndrome. I was afflicted by the red moon phenomenon. Unlike you, though, I'm only half afflicted. I started my research to overcome the madness eating away at me. At first I used my own household servants. They were the most convenient test subjects. And the corpse in the graveyard? My last remaining servant. One tried to escape, but was devoured by a CO. A shame, really. The experiments didn't go well. While I succeeded in inducing mutations, the madness was uncontrollable, unlike what I forced onto you. After countless failures, I came to a realization that my half factor would never be enough to complete my research. You experimented on your own people. Unnecessary sacrifice for progress. Had I remained stuck, I would have definitely given up. In fact, I even used you to cover my tracks. So calling me for an exorcism wasn't just, now things are different. I'm a scientist. Hauntings are just improving theories. What people call ghosts are nothing more than corruption at work. That's why you're willing to pay me whatever I ask. I thought I just found a senile old fool to scam. How'd you know I was afflicted, though? Well, at first it was the scent of the corruption rays from the red moon phenomenon. Back then I only had my suspicions. What happened while I was out of it? You suddenly charged straight at the COs, kept mumbling about how your blood was boiling. The moment you were consumed by madness and tore through the COs, I knew for sure. So I analyzed your blood. It had an incredibly high manifestation rate. Practically a new species. And with my factor, I was able to partially recreate the red moon phenomenon. The city is merely a byproduct of the process. It seems the corruption rays reacted to your subconscious memories. You're sick. You should take pride in it. Your manifestation rate is high enough to trigger this phenomenon. What are you talking about? When studying aberrant counterside effect, I formed a hypothesis. Just as powerful COs distort their surroundings, perhaps the aberration counterside effect manifests due to something even greater. Thanks to you, my hypothesis has been proven. I'm not a CO. Yet your mutated factor continues to emit corruption rays. Your CRF consumption is unusually high, is it not? You're only holding out because of your strong corruption resistance. Otherwise, you'd have turned into a mindless beast. Like my servants. What are you getting at? Your blood alone can recreate the phenomenon. And just imagine the power of the one who caused it. We could uncover the truth of that entity. We could finally conquer corruption itself. Okay. Wouldn't it just be a demon lord? At best, the individual entity would just be a demon lord. Which doesn't seem useful. Alright. No matter how powerful they seem, in the face of fate, they are insignificant. You want to go up the food chain and try to get them to do something useful, but like all the people there are all the people at the top of the food chain are demon lords, right? So I'm not sure I'm on board with this plan. Oh, okay. Who seems fun? You seem fun. And who else? Orca. Honestly, Orca probably better than Lucia. Not Lucia, but Orca with some aggressive gear sets, probably like one of the best choices you could. Unless you run into snipers, then it's probably not that good. But in the end, the entity is just another CO, isn't it? There aren't many who can overcome the corruption. The only difference is whether they die sooner or later. Oh, humanity always finds a way to survive. Using you as a stepping stone, I'll study this phenomenon and reach that entity. If you're not just putting on an act to avoid paying me, then you're truly insane. Damn it, I should have known the money was too good to be true. Oh, I promise I'll pay any amount of money you request. In fact, I'll give you whatever you want. As long as you become part of my grand plan, anything is within your reach. Drop dead. Like I'm gonna sit here and let you take me. What was that just now? Placer soldiers. Replacer hybriders? Why am I struggling against those things? Your CRF consumption is accelerating, isn't it? I made a few modifications here and there, and you're no exception. And so there's no head loose to these small fry? Oh, they're no mere small fry. They were specifically designed to take down people like you. I've been eager to test their performance, and now is the perfect opportunity. So enhanced hybrider soldiers? Okay. Can't fight properly here. Now, why would Ludwig not pay his subordinates? Surely he's gonna pay them. Yeah. It's not like he's killed all of his subordinates intentionally for research purposes. He'd never fail to pay them. That'd be crazy. Need to escape somewhere I can recover. Alright, good luck. Is this a defensive battle? Yeah.
전대원 강화 준비.
Feels weird having no audio for that. So I don't hate this nun, but I'm still at a loss as to why she's one of the few melee characters in the game who can't actually hit multiple targets. Feels like they, I feel like until I see the numbers, it'll feel like her damage is hugely gimped. Like maybe she's the hardest hitting melee unit in the game, but that wouldn't make sense with the rating they gave her on Try to Win. They made her out to be like one of the worst counters in the game. And you'd think like best striker DPS is probably not where she's at. But if she's hitting harder than every striker in melee, surely she'd be pretty up there, right? Like against bosses. Your CRF should be nearly depleted now, and yet you're still holding on. I can hardly believe the difference between us. Difference? You're just a freak of nature. Wounds aren't healing as fast. Why? CRF and regeneration aren't related. I see you're wondering why your wounds don't heal. Well, it's thanks to my custom bullets refined with silver and mixed with Eternium. As expected, your wounds aren't regenerating properly. So far, everything matches the Northern Union's research records. Acting calm in a situation like this? Why is that? Do you have some secret weapon up your sleeve? Weapons? Oh, I wish. I can't heal or unleash my power. And yet, it's all just hilarious. You did this all so you could live. You devoured your own family, your own servants, and for what? To stay alive? I'd never do that, damn it. Bully, you've been through the same hell as I have, and you'd know. Her secret weapon is Booba. She's got 2 of them. 10 years ago, an unidentified weather anomaly. Weather anomalies occurred. All citizens, open your windows and look at the moon. Why is the announcement telling them to look at the moon instead of just avoid it? Observation record. Initial symptoms include a heightened sense of smell, detecting odors undetectable to ordinary humans, then pain like the boiling of blood, hair and nails grow rapidly, and subjects become violently aggressive. Haven't we read that already before? Here, Cologne, reporting live. A red-colored moon has appeared for unknown reasons. Experts suggest this is a counterside effect, but we are still awaiting official guidance from the My body, it's burning. It's burning. It burns. Feels like my blood's boiling. Stop right there. Move any closer, we'll open fire. Emergency, we need immediate backup. Oh, he's gone. I suspect it's a counterside effect. Everyone outside and look at the cool counterside effect. Oh god, people are mutating. No one could have predicted this. I feel like that's like the smoothest brain decision. You're like, oh, a counterside effect. Wide-scale counterside effect. Everyone expose yourself to it. See what happens. Worst idea. You won't chase me this far, right? This is Emergency Rescue Center. How may we assist you? Parents, something's wrong with them? They suddenly started foaming at the mouth and are clawing at each other, biting each other. They looked at me with bloodshot eyes. Please stay calm. We need you to explain the situation clearly so we can provide the proper response measures. The sky turned black. A red moon appeared. Everyone just stopped moving and then they started shaking all over. Did they look at the sky? Yeah, I also glanced there for a second, but I'm okay. My dad gave me a guardian watch of the masked counter today. Anyway, please help people acting weird. No need to worry. It's all part of the blessing. Immediately return to your home and do not, under any circumstances, look at the sky. Or if your parents, friends, or acquaintances come to visit, you must go outside without hesitation. Then lift your head and gaze upon the crimson moon. Hello? This is the rescue center, right? Look at the sky now. This is a public announcement from city management. The moon is currently visible over the city. It's a natural and normal celestial body, and all citizens should remain calm and continue their daily activities outdoors. Hello? I don't feel so good. There's a weird metallic smell everywhere. It reeks like something's rotting. Hello? My body feels weird. Hello? Anyone? It's burning. CO? Stay back. Stay away. City administration. Not doing a great job here. Getting a ton of people killed. Everything you went through, that's all you have to say? After all that pain? How emotional. Quite unlike you. Did I trigger your trauma? What followed after was just a cycle of misery? You sick, twisted psycho? He blocked it again. Given your current state, I'm now able to stop you. I've conducted various experiments on my own body to ensure survival. I do hope you find that impressive. Okay, creepy guy. I once drank grape juice, pretending it was holy blood whenever my thirst became unbearable. To crave another's blood felt like the greatest sin, but deep down I knew one day grape juice wouldn't be enough. Never enough. First it's grape juice, then it's wine, then it's the blood of the covenant, and everyone's vampires. Alright. Damn it, if only I had my full strength. Then these chumps wouldn't be able to stand a chance. How about fighting without the silver bullets or whatever? I'd rather not go down like a hunted animal. Impressive. Even in this situation, you remain composed. Compose my foot! Damn it, I'm fighting for my life here. Even in a weakened state, you're still this capable. It'd be a waste for you to spend your days as a mere con artist. And now I'm about to spend the rest of my life as a lab rat. You bastard. Not that it matters, your so-called benefactor is just using you too. Guy who won't even tell you his name, do you really think he'll have your back until the end? Won't your research is complete, he's gonna... If you were trying to provoke me, congratulations, it worked. But you really should be more careful who you pick fights with. Veterans? High-grade counters don't often feel pain. Consider this a rare and valuable experience. I shot your knee. Running away will be quite difficult now. Restrain this test subject. Remove her eyes, ears, and tongue. They'll regenerate eventually, so it doesn't really matter. Just you wait. Every time I regenerate, I'll make sure to piss you off as much as possible. Huh? You've already healed? Continue to exceed my expectations. To launch a counterattack this soon, even without catching me off guard. By the way, to do that, your head would have been gone already. What the heck is this? Katharina, you're still alive. Something's off about her. When the servants of Eden tempted Eve with forbidden fruit, I imagine this was the scent in the air. Alright, time to fight some vampires. Go. Our secret weapon is being creepy. Say something. How long are you just gonna stand there drooling? Wait, is this about your book? Here, I've got it. Oh, but I can't walk right now, so you'll have to come get it yourself. And while you're at it, mind saving me too? Interesting. She's not displaying any signs of the red moon phenomenon. No elongated fur, no claws. Perhaps only the madness manifested? Hungry. She disappeared? Found it. A warm meal. I don't see any injuries. Where are your injuries?
어느새 내 뒤로
Did she get behind me?
힘이 맛있어.
Delicious.
책을 가져가랬지. 내 피를 가져가지
Well,
말고.
she take the book, not my blood.
피를 가져갈 거면 차라리 돈을 내란
You
말이야.
can take my blood, at least pay for it.
돈 내놔.
Pay up.
방울해. 신선한
Exquisite, fresh blood.
피.
Oh, that grab attack. Rip. A strong craving for blood. A Northern Union chimera, perhaps? You managed to escape all the way here? What a fine meal. As expected, the taste was as good as the scent. Junk food. I have no strength. And you, Lord of the Estate, I'm no chimera of the Northern Union. Interesting. Consuming blood, recovering after being shot through the heart? Are you afflicted by the pale moon phenomena, perhaps? Ah, that's why she called it a curse, the pale moon. Junk food, your blood was warm and flavorful. It was almost euphoric. That's embarrassing, so I'm not going to mention it. You already did. Anyway, at least thank you, since you saved me. It's a relief that even heretics like you can be of some use. Truly, the Lord has created all beings with a purpose. I'm Katharina, an apprentice none of the Holy Curious religious order. And you, Lord of the Estate, I'll judge you in the name of the Lord. The name of what? Flat justice? I guess so. The 51st test subject, with only its head remaining, was able to regenerate after consuming a sufficient amount of blood. The next experiment will focus on finding a way to kill the 51st test subject. Ah, yes, her. Was that Yannicka? I think it was Yannicka. I guess the cheapest support could also be an option. We could do like Anila. She's like 2 cost? That might be okay. Their silver bullets were quite troublesome. Refined so well they knocked me out for a moment. But my body carries the curse of the pale moon. As long as I have quality blood, I can always recover. As expected, it aligns perfectly with the Northern Union's research records. A valuable reference indeed. My benefactor has quite the interest in the pale moon afflicted. How shameless. Finding a pale moon afflicted is no easy feat. Such a stroke of luck. If I did not, that one would come my way, perhaps the gods themselves have extended their hand to save me. He doesn't really hear you, does he? Do not open your mouth. Your breath reeks of something sweet. And here I am rambling on when I have such precious samples in front of me. Restrain them and throw them in the test chamber. You think I'm going to sit here and let that happen? My knee is already healed. I'll help too. There are still plenty of hybriders left to deal with you, and in your exhausted state, I can handle you with ease. Now it's hardly the time for banter. Even after committing such monstrous acts, you're standing here chatting like it's nothing. You really are insane. Well, the power of the elixir is truly remarkable, forcing its user to draw out his CRF like this. You know everyone who used the elixir didn't end well, right? You understand what it means to burn through your CRF like that? There's only one outcome for people like you. You'll either exhaust your CRF and turn into a CO, or rise above it and become a superior being.
새로운 본계점이군요.
Well, the odds aren't in his favor, but Suppose
성급하지 않아도
he can make an attempt.
전투가 있는 이곳이 바로 낙원이랍니다. 꼭 묵직하게 한번. 바닐라
관측 수식에 따른 결과입니다.
찾았다. 조금 가벼워지려고요. 이제 인도할 거예요. 찾았다.
Oh, you haven't fought a beast. Oh, why'd I put her at the back?
거기 있나요?
Could probably go at the front.
빈명지르고 도망쳐봤자 선택지 같은 건 없어요. 묵직하게 한번 가벼워질 거예요.
Go smack the beast.
천천히 하세요.
I wonder which fight they're gonna put on the hard mode. There hasn't been like a serious boss fight yet.
한판 해보게. 망치랑 구슬 활성화. 상황까지 시공합니다. 조금 가벼워질 거예요.
All that attack speed. Eve needs more damage.
저는 손만 거들었을 뿐입니다.
So they're up to like level 100 on the fort. We got a couple more. Do you remember all the COs that attacked you? They were the ones who failed to mutate and were simply discarded. They only sought one thing. Something they lacked, the perfected factor within you. So then I guess they better line up and pay for it. I'll crush every single one of them one by one. Junk food, no! You know what the very first step in my research was? Figuring out the weaknesses of the afflicted like you. Silver bullets, sunlight. I made sure to equip myself with all the necessary tools. Study the one who caused the aberrant counterside effect, of course. Oh, that's why I couldn't use my full strength. It wasn't just the corruption rays. That explained why I struggled against those things. Through countless failed experiments, I learned how sunlight affects them. Sunlight's deadly to activated factors and mutated cells. Ah, so you set me up from the start to weaken me. Oh, just shut up. You're getting on my nerves. You have no chance of winning. You and the Pale Moon Afflicted accept your fate and cooperate with my research. It won't be painful. You'll be unconscious for most of the experiments. I pride myself on my professional ethics, after all. Damn your nonsense. Do you not fear the wrath of the Lord? When the Pale Moon rose, people were consumed by madness, slaughtering each other in the streets. If you're truly a believer, answer me this. Why would your God do nothing that day? That's... You can't answer, can you? Deep down, you resent him, too. Can't you use that weird book of yours to seal him or something? Oh, I'd love to, but no, it's impossible. I don't even fully understand how this book works. Look who's useless. I just saved you from becoming a Lambright, you know? You're nothing but useless junk food that tastes good. Well, we can't just sit here and do nothing. But if we can make it out of the estate, we can call for backup from the Holy Curia, right? I can't guarantee it, but it's possible. Well, then take this. A radio? Confession services available only to donors. Additional charges apply after the allocated time. It's a direct line to the one who took me in, and the very person who sent me here. To make it out of the estate, contact her no matter what. You might be joking around a bit much, but she'll help. Wait a second. You're talking like you're leaving some final words. Are you seriously planning to stay behind while I escape? That's suicide. There's no way you make it out of here. I can't stand being scammed out of my pay. I'm not leaving till I collect my fee from that jerk. That's absurd. I'm gonna make enough money. I'm just trying to make enough money to cure my sickness. I can't afford to let a payday this big slip away. Really? Money at a time like this? Counseling sessions like this usually come with a service fee. Consider your debt paid. Fine. You gotta survive. No matter what, I'll come back for you. Right before the Lord. Say one more word, I'll charge you extra. Now go. Pale Moon Afflicted can wait. I can always catch her later. Considering how vast my estate is, she won't get far. Now, why bother with this foolish struggle? Wait, who fights to lose? I'm struggling because I want to win. How interesting. Then by all means, struggle. It'll make things far more entertaining for me.
모욕적인 언사,
Insulting remarks. Hey, look. Voiced dialogue for the first time.
반인륜적인 실험.
가장 중요한
의뢰금
And
미나.
worst of all, unpaid contract fees. The real crime, friendos. Unpaid contract
이
fees.
침식체들 전부 박살내고 나면
Once I tear through these COs,
대신 네 머리통도 박살낸다.
I'm coming to crush that head of yours.
주님한텐 맹세하지.
I swear on it by the Lord. And just to be clear, the only Lord I believe in is money.
주식님이야. 무신론자.
I'm an atheist, you see? I see, I see. I should take this opportunity to collect as much data as possible then. I'm curious how long someone like you can hold out. Brace yourself. I conduct my experiments very thoroughly. Very thorough indeed. Alright, time for Act 4. Do we survive? Or do we just start with the background story of Catherine? Katharina? I left my hometown to break the curse. It was a place so warm and cozy, so the fear of growing complacent in my current situation started to overwhelm me. Made it out. Okay, is junk food really holding back all those COs by herself? What the? COs are rising from the ground? Those must be the failed experiments. They're headed straight for junk food? I have to stop them. No use how many I take down. They just keep coming from the underground. As long as the red moon phenomenon continues, nothing will change. Call for backup from the Curia, but if I just sit here and wait, junk food might not last. The blood scent is spilling out all the way here. If I go back, our sacrifice will be meaningless. We'll just both become immortal test subjects, butchered over and over again. I was wondering who had Puppy's things, but this adorable voice, who might you be? She isn't the type to entrust her belongings to anyone, which means she's probably planning to charge you by the second, or at least get something out of it. Oh, you're junk food's guardian? Guardian? What a funny thing to say. What happened to Puppy? It's oddly difficult to track right now. Katharina, an apprentice nun of the Holy Curious religious order. As for what happened, I got a story to tell you. I see. Well, she's been captured by the client trying to recreate the aberrant counterside effect, and she sent you instead of escaping herself? That's right. Unfortunate. I can't help Puppy. What do you mean? I'm under sort of house arrest. Breaking it would be a matter of life and death for me. But she's family? Family? You think a word like family would move me? What? You wretched heretic, you're no different from Ludwig, heartless to the core. You should listen to the whole story before jumping to conclusions, sister. What? Puppy's one of my precious vessel candidates. Some washed-up scholar dares lay his hands on the Society's property? I won't stand for it. I won't stand for it. Now that we've abandoned our foolish wish, what do we live for? But it's true, I can't move right now. You don't know who she is, but she's the one who put me under house arrest. The one who put me under house arrest is terrifying. Best option is to call for help from the Curia. You're an apprentice there, right? You wouldn't just abandon a little lamb in danger. That's true, but of course, you could just sit and wait for backup. It might be too late. The Puppy will survive somehow, and once the Curia gets involved, things will move quickly. Though she won't get paid, and they'll drag her off for a heretic inquisition. Ooh, I hear the Inquisitors aren't very merciful. Might just rot in a dungeon for the rest of her life. That'd be quite the tragedy, wouldn't it? You're right. I have no choice but to save junk food myself. I mean, I only just met her today, but like, I'm not saving her because her blood was delicious or anything. Oh, the way you're trying to hide your feelings, it's just like Puppy. That's a compliment, right? Of course, honesty is a virtue. I'm not very honest myself. I find it admirable. Well, considering how money-obsessed she is, maybe she's a little too honest. When I found out junk food was afflicted, I was relieved. Found someone who could understand you. Yeah, she said she wanted to cure herself too. Miserable having a body that can only consume blood, you know? I believe I could find a way to break this curse together with her. Why I have to save her? At this point, I don't care if they call me a heretic. Praying to a god that won't answer means nothing. I'd rather save someone who shares my struggle. Well, sounds like we don't have time to keep chatting. Like you said, you gotta go save Puppy. I can't do it alone? Right, now you're more important than me. I don't have a way to fight, though? No way to fight? You're outside the estate, aren't you? Must have planned for you to contact me. Made it sound like you'd help, but now you're just saying no. If you weren't gonna help, why say anything? Why get my hopes up for nothing? Agnes just trolling all day. Manipulating, trolling, right? You said you can't move either? If I'm the only one left with goods a plan? Well, that's why you need to act. I already told you, afflicted people can't fight in there. Lord of that estate, he's beyond dangerous. He modified himself with the elixir. I always told Puppy never to make a losing bet. If she sent you out, she must have decided this was the only way to win. But that she wouldn't leave until she got paid? Basically a final will. Exorcists need to think on their feet. Silently destroying corrupted wedges is part of the job too. Sounds like a scammer making up an excuse to lie. Sharp observation. But time is still ticking, and you're the only one who can act right now. So if you follow my instructions, I promise you can save her. Okay. Junk food must have a reason for sending me to you. I'll trust you. Oh, you're so much more obedient than Puppy. Why not join us? I'll think about it. You must stay behind what's happening in the mansion. Whatever, you're the one something delicious. This is on you. An intoxicating stench. Give me your blood. I need your blood. Counseling sessions usually come with a service fee. Consider your debt paid. Yeah, okay. Flashbacks. I swore to the Lord I'd save Lucia Ridge. And could I have her blood? Anyway, it looks like you're ready. Time to go. Counting on you. As long as I can save junk food, nothing else matters. Alright, I'll say one more thing and get out of your hair. Wait, weren't you going to help the whole way through? What if I overstep more? The president might have me frozen solid. So I might have already pushed my luck. Guess I'll have to hope she lets it slide. Wait, you're telling me this now? The rest is up to you. You can handle it, right? I'll figure it out. Oh, and one more thing. And one more thing. And one more thing. And one more thing. In the end, the essence of exorcism is to destroy corrupted wedges and solve corruption disasters. Alright, 45. You think there's 2 more fights? 45, 48, 49, and 50? Probably. Probably. 105. Ugh. You said the president. I guess we can just summon the president. Why not? We'll go on theme. I can't remember what she runs. Cooldown? Oh, okay.
학회에 변화를 요구하고 있습니다.
Wait, that's Eve's set.
소리가 내렸군요.
저도 오라버니께 잘 보이고 싶을 때가 있는 거려?
It's gonna be expensive first 2 drops. Impressive! Still standing in that state? Could it be you're truly immortal? Fascinating, truly fascinating. These bullets must cost a fortune. If I could sell them, I'd make a killing, right? Do as you please. Not that you'll be leaving here anyway. Can't see with your eyes gone, but we're at the heart of my estate. I've been hurting you here little by little, like a proper hunt. Do you have a sickness where you'll die if you stop talking? Ah, but the moment a successful experiment is within reach, it's simply exhilarating. Surely you can relate. Like when you come into a lot of money? Don't act like we have something in common, it's disgusting. My, I'm just curious about everything related to you. How has your bone density changed? What does your true form look like? Did you get your watch when the red moon appeared? What do you eat? That episode of Madness a first? Do you fear water? And normally... Damn it, let me get a word in. I thought I was going to break a corrupted wedge, not deal with some freak. There's no way out. I've eliminated every possible variable that could let you fight back. Oh, you know nothing, huh? No matter how tricky the haunting, one thing never changes. The corrupted wedge. If I take that thing out, I can deal with you. And you're using an abomination as a corrupted wedge, aren't you? If I get rid of it, my odds will improve. Sound observation. Well, it's my job. Corrupted wedge removal disguised as exorcisms. Whatever you did experimenting on your staff or kidnapping people, none of my business. What's trying to stiff me on my pay and using me as a lab rat? Well, I won't let that slide. You're going down.
그럼 즐거운 사냥 되시길
Don't
바랍니다.
stiff her on pay, I guess. Hammer. Oh, it costs though. There we go. Alright. Tiny tornado time. Just relax and enjoy the continuous attack edit. Oh, it reset. There's an awful lot of enemies here. Please explode faster.
이브의 놀이 상대가 되어주시겠어요?
It was a lot of defenders, so who knows if she's actually bad. I didn't reach.
거기 있나요? 우리는 계속 나아갈 겁니다. 마지막까지 확실하게 부탁드려요. 이 세계는 제 안에서 간단하죠.
Distracted.
고생하셨어요,
We got it.
여러분.
Exorcism complete. And I even took care of the hybriders for you. Consider this one on the house. How incredibly emotional, reckless even. Calling you crude would be an understatement. Your perspective is so limited. Thanks, that's pretty much how I see myself. Maybe you should try looking ahead for once? What are you talking about? Those CEOs, they used to be your people, right? In the end, you and I are headed down the same path. Oh, that's not... I was supposed to conquer the corruption. Create a superior human. You already know how ridiculous that sounds. Being an adult sucks, it always does. Having to adult sucks. No different from those replacers ranting about their promised land. I mean, the replacers had the same goal, right? Create one superior human who won't die. Corruption? At the cost of everyone else. It's an idea built on violence and complete irresponsibility. Ooh, fancy place you got here. If I clean this place out, I could afford years of treatment. First you call me crude, and now you're suddenly laughing. Are you losing your mind, Brother Ludwig? Because thanks to you, I can finally move forward. Nothing about this looks positive for you. First, I confirmed my hypothesis. I successfully created an aberrant counterside effect. But I also learned there are limits to what I can achieve. You still need a corrupted wedge. Something fixed in place, constantly emitting corruption rays, unlike the red moon or pale moon. Brilliant. Had you been my student, we would have made a fine mentor-student pair. No thanks. Grad students get worked to the bone for 0 pay. You had the balls tell you while he's on deathbed that I'm your last grabs? Yes, we know that. Yes, if that's true, I know that. But the downside, he's dying. The upside, you won't have to go to any more grandparents' funerals after it. Dwell on failed experiments. If I restart everything from scratch using you as the foundation, I'll succeed. You have any idea how rare a specimen like you is? Once my research is complete, I won't just cure myself, but countless others will overcome the corruption. My body. Ooh, it's the side effect of the elixir. Did you really think your benefactor was giving you something to suppress the corruption? You've been prolonging your life by force, and now the backlash hits hard. Just tell me the code to your safe. I feel bad for you, so I'll only take my payment and leave. No, I'm not done yet. I've survived countless near deaths. You're near perfect blood. I need it. Hey, what are you doing? Been some rough weeks. Yeah. Sorry to hear it, man. I didn't want to die as a monster, that's all. Boss fight? Ludwig von Herschen. He's a generic monster. Fair enough. 110 Lucia. With some damage reduction. Blood. Lucia Ridge, your blood. What did you do to your body? Elixir, I mixed it with your blood. With this I can win. Injecting both the elixir and my blood into a body that's already at its limit. Do you even realize what kind of side effects that could cause? It means getting my hands on you. It's a small price to pay. The blessed flesh of the moon. Give it to me. First and none who sees me as food. And now a rich CO. You gotta be kidding me. I'm not dying here. I didn't survive all this just to become your cadaver. Damn it, the corruption rays are getting stronger again. Because he couldn't accept my blood and became a CO? Oh, this isn't time to think about that. I gotta take him down and survive. Can't die before I cure myself. Whew. You can do this, Lucia. Just take him down and loot the estate for everything it's worth. Alright, you got this. Come at me, you treasure goblin. Corruption, why do I hear Nazoth? Nazoth is dead. You beat him up. Don't you recall you beat him up last expansion? Or like 3 expansions ago? Before that, you beat Yashar? Did we actually? Guess there was a whole raid tier. It was quite boring. Whew, this is impossible, Lucia Ridge. That thing isn't just some goblin grunt. It's more like a goblin chief. My CRF is completely drained. Change of plans. Even if I get beaten to a pulp, I gotta get out of the mansion. Hunt, go to the prey. Your blood. Damn it, the hallway to the exit? Really? Should have just swallowed my pride and ran. Instead of letting that perverted nun escape. She ran off after calling the Holy Curate for help. Probably just sided with, God doesn't forgive heretics, and shook off. Wow, it's almost like she's gonna show up this scene. Goblins and Big Booba, you saw this plot somewhere weird? Big Booba Priestess. Goblins. I shall ascend to a superior existence. Overcome the corruption. But I'm not dying here, it's sickness. This girl is a red moon afflicted. Can we not have young Lucia? Young Lucia's cute. Not scared. She's not angry either. Been a long time since I've seen a face that's just given up. Where am I? You're at the Valentius Monastery, and you're a very important vessel for our wish. Vessel. Hungry? Want something to eat? All the things, thank you. Are you alone? This place doesn't smell like people. Oh, quite bold for a first impression. That sweet smell, I'm hungry. An egg tart you're smelling. Wait here for a moment. I'm full! Glad you liked it. You finally look a little more like a child. So what happens to me now? You prepare to become a vessel. What's a vessel? I don't know either. People I once called family all died trying to figure that out. You lose your family too? Family, I say, well, at least we were pursuing the same dream. They wanted to witness God, but in the end I was the only one left alive. Looking back now, it was all such a foolish pursuit. I was able to pinpoint the game that inspired solo leveling. Oh, which game? God? Can you summon God? Oh, sure. Lineage 2. Extremely popular Korean MMO. Hella grindy. Seems believable. Huh? If you summon a god, can he cure me? Oh no, God doesn't answer people's call. You want to be cured? This sickness, it hurts the people around me. I don't want to hurt you. You gave me food. If I become a vessel, will it cure me? Of course. Eat well, sleep well, grow strong. That's how you become a fine vessel. Huh? That's all I have to do? Simple, right? Now that you're full, why don't we go get some rest? Okay. Was my life? Was that my life flashing before my eyes? No way, I'm not dying yet.
역시 멍멍이는 내가 없으면 안
I knew it.
된다니까.
Puppy is helpless without me.
그런 표정도
Not a
나쁘지
bad look
않네.
on you.
이 장면도
I
저장해둬야지.
should capture this moment too. That voice. You want to use this because it drains too much serum.
아껴두던 건데.
Oh. A giant CO arm? Did you really summon that?
집을 날려버렸어요.
I blew off the roof of the mansion. That should help you regain your strength. Who told you that? You're an important vessel. Eat well, sleep well, and survive. The big bad. The dragon called Antharas. Let's finish this arc first. Happens to be the Antares, which happens to look exactly like Antharas from Lineage. I think Puppy sacrificed herself just to let the holy cure his little nun escape. Stings my pride a little, you know? It's just the best move I can make. You know my nature. Glad you're alive, Puppy. This is the choice with the highest survival rate. I apologize for putting my life on the line. Yeah, come with that. I'll let it slide this time. What up, my dude? Don't do it again. I'm tired of losing people. Understood. I'm sorry. We got our cat ears back. Or our puppy ears back. It's a full moon tonight, Puppy. Doesn't it feel refreshing?
원래 만월엔 항상 짜증나고 예민했었는데 오늘은 기분이 좋네요.
Full moon's always made me irritable and restless, but tonight I feel good. Not bad. Is it still panning? It's slightly panning.
역시 사람은 참으면 안 된다니까.
It's better to let loose sometimes.
좋아.
Alright.
다 회복했고.
I'm all healed up. Let's get started.
시작해 볼까?
Her track is pretty good. Yeah, let's do it. Go wild, Puppy. Just for tonight, I won't care if you become a beast.
의뢰인 루드윅 폰 에르엔.
Ludwig von Action.
당신의 의뢰대로 무슨 방법을
For the
써서라도
request, I will
악령을
exorcise the
제거한다.
evil spirit by any means necessary.
덧붙여 의뢰인의 현재 상태는
Furthermore,
보수를 지불할 수 없는 상황이라 판단.
given the client's current state, I deem him unable to pay compensation.
테마우 의뢰인의 모든 재산은 초월 지식학회 종교학부에
As such, all assets of the client will be transferred to the Religion Department of the Society for Preternatural Research.
의인은 안 받아.
Objections will not be accepted. I guess we'll just collect all of his assets. Seems good. Yeah, seems good. I like the full art. The CG is pretty good. Now get ready to be beaten senseless. Still no audio for that. Look at you, devoured your own family. The followers. Save the sob store. I'm charging extra for the damage you caused. Oh look, now she can cleave people. Their animations have been improving. Yeah. The lack of audio on spawning is weird. What do you think about the new Awakened? Gameplay wise, I was looking at her. I don't have, obviously I haven't used her in PvP or anything yet, but I saw that she's a melee character who only hits one person, which is like the weirdest thing because most melee hit two. And on Pride she's rated like C,
천천히 하세요.
which is like she's like rated as one of, if not the worst. She's like the second worst Awakened right now. So I was thinking they're probably going to give her like the Niall treatment, right? And give her a colossal buff, because Niall got buffed from being ass to being like solid S's, right? So I'm curious what they're going to do with her. Because the immediate rating was pretty ass. I must become more complete. And she's even missing like some... Yeah, she seems very basic. Yeah, she seems very basic for what she does. And she's also... Like, I was surprised. Like, the biggest thing that stands out to me... Yeah, snipers can melt her easy, no problem. She's a melee striker. She scales with health instead of attack damage, so in theory they want you to build health on her for her ult. But that makes her bad at everything else, so because she's not tanky enough to eat snipers, right? Yeah, it feels a bit strange. And like I said, even like the most basic things, like why on earth, like I would assume if you made her to only hit one person, she has to be like one of the best single target DPS Awakens. But if she was, she would automatically be like an A tier, right? I'm guessing they tried to make her into a striker tank. Like, I'm trying to figure out what they were thinking there, because, like, if I see one of the only melee characters in the game that only hits one person, as an Awaken, so they're, like, super ultra rare, you would assume that the character has one of, if not the highest DPS for auto attacks in the game, right? Either that, or they're, like, the most supporty character you've ever seen, so they nerf their damage into the ground. Because, like, I'm pretty sure even, like most of your Awaken tanks hit 2 people. Complete my foot. You're just another CO. And I feel like her special is also, or her passive, I think, is also a little bit sus. Like, weird, because her special says, like, whenever someone tries to CC her, she can do, like, a cone that increases cooldowns. But my first thought when I read that was, okay, so let's go through this line. Someone's trying to CC you. So, like, you run into a fight and you have, like, Hilda, you're Hilda on your side, this character, and the opponent has Ji Shiyun. He counters an ability, like, aka Hilda's special, and tries to stun you. So in response, you drain his now maxed cooldown special by 21 seconds, bringing it back to 0, doing absolutely nothing. It's so weird. Like, the interaction seems a bit iffy from a lot of counters, so it has to very specifically be like, someone tries to CC you from range, and there has to be someone in melee that also has a cooldown that's not been spent. So you can, like, reduce them. Which seems way worse than just CCing them in the first place. Yeah, I think it needs to change a teeny tiny bit to work the way you'd want it to work. It feels like the passive often is a bad version of a skill counter, right? It's like a bad skill counter, but we have people with skill counters already. Like we'll go back to Ju Shiyun or Eve. Like, Ju Shiyun will counter a skill, disabling it completely when it hits him, and then do AoE damage and stun. This character is doing AoE damage but not negating it, only on herself, which seems worse. Unless her damage is through the roof, right? But given the rating Ju Shiyun's at, or Ray is at, I'm using Ju Shiyun because Ju Shiyun's also a striker, by the way. That's why I'm using the example. It's like, giving the ratings Ju Shiyun's at, you would assume that this attack has to be insanely damaging or something, because it's not CCing, right? I guess she has a special that's pretty simple, right? It just strips buffs. It takes a minute for me to process, like, where you want to actually use this character. I think the character's best use is probably for buff strip, as finding buff strip can be a little bit hard, as Anila is, like, banned on the regular, right? Like, Anila is banned, like, every other week in PvP, so maybe the goal was to try and introduce a character who's not perma-banned, or more characters who could potentially be banned that can remove buffs. Because Anila's good at removing buffs, but she's, like, perma-banned like every week. It's just gone. Like, if she's not banned, people feel through it, right? At least I survived. Thanks, Katharina. I owe you one. Could be for PvE and challenge content. Okay, so she's a 5-cost buff removal character who isn't outputting a disgusting amount of damage or insanely tanky. I don't really see what the PvE idea is. Because generally, there's, like, the challenges for PvE content often restrict your deployment, restrict your Awakens cost. Or it's like they do one of those two, or you have to speedrun them, so she's really expensive. So she'd have to offer a lot for the team, because I feel like just running Anila in PvE seems better. Where Alternium will come in handy. Come in. Wait, what's the Alternium gonna do? Are they gonna react to her? We could react to her immediately. That would be a thing. Thanks, Katharina. I owe you one. Yeah, of course. I always keep my promises. Just so we're clear, I'm not giving you a reward or anything, so... What do you think you're doing? Oh, so sweet, I can't resist. So hard to hold myself back. And I have one more taste of your blood. Just a little taste, I'll stop right after. To be honest, I only came back because I wanted to taste your blood again. Just once, please. See this, Agnes? You see this? Compared to her, my greed is nothing. She's so amusing, though. I wonder if there's some kind of resonance between the afflicted. Doesn't that sound interesting? Or maybe I just smell like egg tarts. Understandable. Excuse me? You're still drooling, you know. What matters is we overcame danger together. Sure, this too is part of the Lord's teachings, don't you think? The only Lord I believe in is money. Anyway, what are you going to do now? Didn't you say you're some kind of Holy Curia apprentice nun? Do they even know what you're doing? Didn't think that through, did you? This is why kids are such a hassle. I'm not a kid. I joined the Curia to find a way to lift my curse, but they didn't have a cure. You two can find a way, right? We're looking into it, but it's going to take a lot of money. Then I'll earn it. I can do anything. Maybe, unless she gets the Dino treatment or NIL treatment and moving skills around. Maybe. Well, that's why I was thinking they would buff her, because, like, NIL came out and she was at or near bottom tier. And this character also just came out and was at or near bottom tier for Awakens, so... Presumably, she's getting a buff, because they don't release people that are this bad. Most of the people down in there have been nerfed, right? Oh well. Nope, you didn't even let me finish. I don't want to work with you. Why not? Is it because I'm too weak? Is it because I like your blood too much? Because I lose control? Because I'm crazy? All of the above, but you're missing the most important reason. I'd have to split the pay. Cheapskate, Scrooge, food waste. Okay. New stars appeared in the empty sky. They're so noisy, there's never a quiet day, but I understand the value of that bustling presence. Why exactly did you bring her along? You're the one who told me not to mess with the Curia or any organizations? Is this some kind of, like, love the lost little lamb kind of thing? Yep, but what could be possible too is she's supposed to work with another unit? They haven't done any people who indirectly work with someone like that yet. I think Agnes was made to interact with people, right? She has, like, specifically the markdown thing, and then Lambda also works specifically with, like, the marked thing, right? Those are usually pretty explicit, and I don't think she has a keyword debuff, right? I guess we'll see. Yeah, Agnes and Lambda work together. Yeah, the thing with Agnes and Lambda, though, was even though it was, like, the most explicit insistence for two to be paired together, the problem with them is Lambda doesn't actually work that well by herself or with Agnes, so there's no point running Lambda, like, ever, right? Like, I got Lambda, and it's like, oh, just don't run her, she's terrible. Even with Agnes, still terrible. Like, even if you run them both together, they don't work that well. It's like the Agnes is good by herself without Lambda, and the Lambda isn't good with Agnes, or without her, so there's no point running it. Like, I feel like they failed on that aspect, but at least that was only SSRs, right? As if. I called her because she has something I need. Wait, I heard the Pale Moon affected only drank blood, but she's eating egg tarts? You didn't put weird spells on those egg tarts, did you? Of course not. Well... This egg tart smells like junk food. What did you put in it? A little bit of your blood? Figures. No wonder you're so eager to take my blood. Sorry, had no choice. Look at her though, doesn't she look cute, stuffing her face like a little hamster? She looks more like a starving vagrant. Sorry. I'll go find something for you to drink. Unless it's very involved. And you've been in common as band. I've displayed unsightly behavior. I apologize. Too late to act polite now. Anyway, now that you're full, I'm wiping your memory and sending you back to the Holy Curia. Wait, you're sending me back? Why would you risk pissing off the Holy Curia just to keep you around? Oh, I already quit. What? You think it's a school club? If I say go back, you go back. Oh, and I'll be billing you for the blood you drank. And for the blood Agnes took from me too. You're covering that. That's not fair. Nothing in life is free. Now shut up and pay your blood debt. Can't pay? Then work it off. Puppy, that's enough teasing. Wait, who said I was joking? I told you I have something to collect from the hamster. The information is valuable, she can stay. Right. You asked for all of Ludwig's research. Oh, that jerk's the research? Society probably has the same information. Perhaps, or maybe he discovered something we didn't. Something that could cure your sickness. Either way, I'll be busy analyzing it for a while. And you're just letting her stay. I'm telling you, she's from the Curia. Oh, I have my ways. Don't ask too many questions. From now on, the two of you will work together to fund the religion department. 2 people means twice the earnings, right? Do what you want. That's great. Get off me, get off me. That means we're family now, right? And to commemorate, will you give me your blood? Completely lost it. Please get her off me. Please, please. Nice to have a lively house. I kind of miss this. Wait, there's more? There's more? An epilogue. Ask and ye shall receive. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Right. Ludwig kept detailed records of his experiments. I'll summarize the key findings. He discovered the factor within an afflicted's blood triggers the red moon phenomenon, and to prove his theory, he was planning to put you on the test table, puppy. But his limits were obvious. In the end, all it took was breaking the medium that acted as a corrupted wedge. Still, his conclusions were meaningful. Through you, he confirmed that some entity triggered the aberrant counterside effect. An entity that influences just by existing? Exactly. There are beings that influence the world simply by crossing over, like the snowfall over Lotus and other such anomalies. The aberrant counterside effect was caused by one of these beings? That's right. Think of it as a side effect. Side effect? It's like when you step into a full bathtub and the water spills over. When a being that affects reality enters the world, it displaces enough energy to unleash corruption rays. If this were caused by a demon lord, the effect would be too localized. But it's too widespread to be the work of a CO. You understand what that means, right? An apostle. It was caused by an apostle descending into this world? That's right, puppy. You show that making money requires brains too. Here, have an egg tart. Does that mean Katharina and I? Yep, the bygone factor that lay dormant was awakened. Because it happened through an aberrant counterside effect, there were side effects. That's why you suffer from madness, and why she refuses to consume anything but blood. Did you already know all this? I didn't realize it was caused by the aberrant counterside effect, but my superiors might have. If we eliminate the apostles, can this be cured? There are no guarantees, but there are things we won't know until we try. Okay. Time to go kill an apostle. Black. 3 weeks later. Oh, I can't skip that. This is a heretic's emblem? Keep your voice down. Around here, it's a symbol of salvation. Stand back and smile like a good little nun. Are you the sisters who were supposed to come to our village? Oh my, a lost lamb in search of the Lord's embrace. Where is this place cursed by an evil spirit? What's a long face? We need to eat before we can track down an apostle. Besides, there might be others like us out there. To hunt an apostle, we need people like us. Oh, I was thinking you smell delicious as well today, junk food. Stop ruining the mood. Just go stand over there. Earlier you told me to stand behind you. Smelling your clothes makes me feel better. Let's hurry to the village. The stench of an evil spirit's thick in the air. By the way, if we purge this evil, would we be able to spend the night in the village? Oh, I heard rumors about a wolf roaming these parts. Should we take care of that while we're at it? Of course, it's not free. Is she really scamming people? If she is in fact solving the phenomenon? I guess the holy water stuff is a lie, but the rest is okay. She is actually solving the problem. Oh, first clear gets 30 fusion cores. What? And custom gear. The Morning Star of Xian? Wisdom Eye and watch the top. Bible of money. I like money. Left Nero, but didn't log in. I don't play Grand Order, my dude. Alright. What do we got in here? This is a 120? This is a 120. There's no ghosts, only those seek to profit from them. We're fighting a ranger, so we want like strikers. Valid origin, green. Okay. She's a green origin. That's good. I got green origins for days. He has a whole gear set now too. Yep. All Awakens are getting new gear sets. Okay, I don't know if Alex can actually tank this fight. We could try. It's a ranger, so I guess running strikers is like fine. Let's actually try putting some gear on her. I believe. What does it recommend? Health or cooldown? Yeah, they want to make her a tank. They're recommending health. They want her to be a tank.
대여료 같은 건 안 받지?
Alright, we can try that. Jacko? I think Jacko's cooldown.
선물이야? 와, 고마워. 정성이 있으니
Cooldown for you,
한번은
health for
써주지.
you. Your own custom set for you. Okay. Alright, let's give this a go. See how it runs. Striker tank so far into Enterprise. Yeah, it might be alright. Let's see how it goes. Also, I don't know if you didn't see this. We got a double. We were like 6 away from pity, but we did get a double. We have a double Lucia. So we got extra damage at 110 here. Extra damage on the tanky lady.
튜닝이 잘 됐는지 볼까?
Alright, and we're killing COs, so you know who the best DPS is? That's right. Marco, let's go. Let's see.
나 열심히 할게.
Dude, these guys are pretty tanky. This guy's charging an attack. We got a sniper. That heal did not land in the way we wanted it to go. She's a 6 cost. Oh, she costs more than knockback, please.
나 이거 조절할 줄 몰라. 그냥 쓸게.
These are all still strikers. I'm gonna get... I was thinking I'd get Rosario faster, but fuck it. Hey, we have animations now. Fuck, there's audio now. See? It's not bugged. They just don't do it in the story sometimes. Oh my goodness, that is a tanky boy. Oh, I think we're a little bit slow. Maybe I put it Rosaria faster?
나 이거 조절할 줄 몰라. 그냥 쓸게.
How much do we need 130? If we need 130, we might make it.
저는
Yeah.
손만 거들었을 뿐입니다.
If you side swords get the audio issue. Yeah, it's like only in the story and only with the story support. So it's clearly... It's a little bit weird. 30 fusion cores. We got the S, really? Okay. I wasn't expecting it since most of them are scaled to be... A lot of them are scaled to be like beyond the godlike, but I guess that wasn't not too bad. Alright. Mission accomplished. Yeah, we got Lucia. That was kind of cool. And now we finished Lucia's story, Moonlight. Hey, if you liked the video, the YouTube algorithm thinks you'll like this next one. Leave a message in the comments if there's something you'd like to see more of.